thanks for joining me back on the No Higher Calling YouTube channel. We are going to talk homeschooling again in today's video. So I'm many things. If you're new around here, I'm the host of the No Higher Calling podcast, which you can find on all podcast platforms. We are in year 6 of the podcast, and the Lord has just blessed that so much. But one of the things that I love talking about, whether it be on the podcast or on the YouTube channel, is homeschooling. I am a homeschool mama to 3 kids who are homeschooling right now. Eden's year 5, Knox is year 3, and Ivy's in kindy. And then I've got a soon-to-be 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and you cannot see my bump, but soon-to-be a newborn in tow. So we have so much fun. So much learning happens here. Life, love, all the things. I love being a homeschool mom. But in this video specifically, I want to show you what we do for our morning moments. Now, this has so many different names in the homeschool community. There's morning basket time, morning time. There are a lot of names. And honestly, don't think that this has to be done in the morning. This can be done at any time. But basically the concept is it's a time of your day where you're homeschooling, where you're learning together, where the entire family, mom and all of the kiddos come together, and it's a learning together time. Now this has evolved from the early days. I did a blog post years ago when I just had the 3 and they were all little, and our morning basket time is what we called it then, looked very, very different than it does now, but some of the same tenets. We sing, we do some of our Bible time together, we are memorizing God's word together, we do some memory work, we read, a lot of different things. But at this stage with my kids, let's see, I've got 9, 7, almost 6, almost 4, 2, and I'm 30 weeks pregnant as of the recording of this video. So this is what we are doing right now in our morning moments. All right, so I have compiled it all together in this here binder that's easy for me. This is a portion of our homeschool day. There is a 30-minute chunk of time where it's after the kids have played outside. We're coming back, we're coming together. The little ones are well, everybody's happily eating snack. Even I join in on snack. But the little ones are happy with their snack, which keeps them quiet so that I can work on our morning moments with the big kids. So I'm going to flip this around and just go through this and kind of show you what we currently go through during our morning moments time. We don't touch on everything every day. I'll show you at the beginning, usually our Bible things we do every day that we do this. Other things towards the back are just kind of something that I rotate through, or we just emphasize depending on how the day goes and what time is looking like. But I wanted to show you this because this is such a fun aspect of our day. I love this time that we have just, again, to come together, to learn together. So much of our memory work happens during this time. And I love memorizing things with my children. I love seeing them memorize things. That's really been a highlight of our homeschooling. But let me turn you around and we'll take a peek in the book. Okay, let's take a look inside of this. Obviously, you can tell this table belongs to my toddlers. But here is our morning moments notebook. So in the front, we have some cards that are just different flags from Africa and South America. Africa was what we focused on last year, so those are a review for the kids. And then every week or so, we add a new South American flag. So we've been going through those. These are for their science curriculum. We're using Journey on Homeschool this year, studying physical science. These are just question and answers that go through different things that they are learning about in their science. Actually, Daddy does science 1 day a week, but throughout the week, I am helping them review. So that's where some of our memory work comes into play. I love this songbook here. Let me turn it around. This is from a Becca book, but it's just full of hymns and Sunday school songs. We'll sing through 1 or 2 of these. Really enjoyed that. Apparently everything is upside down today. This is a really neat book, Impressionism for Children. This is just a book of Impressionist paintings and their artists. So we are doing an artist a month. We're focusing on an artist and studying their different art. So that's been really fun this year. I've got my calendar, keeps me on track. We've got Bible reading here, our 24 Family Ways. This is by Clay and Sally Clarkson. We have memorized all of these. We review them. We've got our Bible memory passages that we have learned. This is our current one that we're working on. doing some different catechism. We are also focusing on a hymn each month. So we've done Tell Me the Story of Jesus, Here is Love, Trust and Obey. We are also learning the Australian National Anthem, which is Advance Australia Fair. We've got our book log, all the books that we are reading this year. This is what we've done so far. We have our Latin and Greek roots. So we are just memorizing the root and the definition. So this is Latin. We've got our Greek roots here. That's part of our memory work. Then we have our poetry section. These are all poems that we have memorized, and we just rotate through reviewing those to keep those fresh in the kids' memory. So lots of poems that we've memorized, some that we're currently memorizing this one. And then I even have some in the back that I just like to read to them. But also some of these we hope to get to in the future. So that's our poetry memorization. Then we have our map section where we just review the different continents, the different oceans. So they look like that. Then we have our geography section where just alphabetically it goes through all of these different geological landforms and gives a definition. So we enjoy that. We also have a section back here on the different types of rocks. So how are they formed? Examples of those rocks. Then we have some butterflies here. And then we have a big list of all of the birds found in Australia. And as we see one, we learn about it, check it off. Again, especially this back stuff, not happening every day. The front stuff is. But there is a glimpse inside of our Morning Moments book. So there you have it. That is our Morning Moments. This can look like anything you want it to look like. After several years of doing this, this is what I've compiled for this season of our life. It doesn't have to be anything big and major. It takes up about 30 minutes of our time. Used to take a little more time, but we would also do a read aloud with it. Whereas now we've moved our read aloud to lunchtime. So we're just really focusing on what is in this binder and a few of the other resources that I showed you. But I would love to hear it down in the comments. Do you do a morning time, morning basket, morning moments? What do you call it? And I'd love to know what resources that you are enjoying. And if anything that I shared, you thought, oh, that's really neat, I want to check that out. Be sure to let me know. I'll link down in the comments. I did a blog post sharing really this binder and where I have found many of these resources. So if something sounded interesting, you can check out that link and find those different resources. But thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I hope to be bringing out some more homeschooling content in the near future.